Discipline is just doing something regardless of how you feel. It's the typical hustle culture mindset, the
just do it!
At least that's what I used to think. However, over time I discovered that discipline is a bit more nuanced. It's not about just blindly pushing through and getting stuff done. It's actually a really great way for us to reach our goals, and that stops us from self-sabotaging. So how can you actually build discipline in a realistic and less hustle culture-y way? I'm excited to share with you 10 tips that have not just helped me build self-discipline, but have actually transformed my life. Don't rely on motivation. Motivation comes and goes, it ebbs and flows. One day you might be really motivated to go to the gym, to get stuff done, to study, to work. Another day you might just not feel like doing it. The thing is, self-discipline often comes from doing something consistently. Even on days where motivation is low, just commit to taking some small but meaningful actions towards your goal. Through this, you will achieve consistency, and this consistency will build self-discipline way more than just random bursts of motivation. For instance, if you start working out, you might be really motivated in the beginning. You might be really excited to go to the gym, to build your healthy lifestyle. However, what happens a lot of times is that after a few weeks of going to the gym, you don't feel as motivated and you just stop going. I used to not be able to keep up with a consistent workout routine. I would have this random burst of motivation where I said, yeah, work out every single day this week. And then after 3 days, I was nowhere to be seen at the gym. I have been working out consistently for 2 years now, and it has truly changed my life. But what I do when I don't feel motivated is I wake up, I take the clothes that I laid out the day before, and I go to the gym and I just warm up. No pressure, no expectations, no nothing. All I have to do is just be in the gym for 10 minutes and warm up. I have never left the gym after 10 minutes. I have always completed my workout, and those are also usually the best workouts. So don't rely on motivation. Instead, build this habit, this consistency that you can fall back on when the motivation is gone. Have a ritual. Develop this almost symbolic ritual for any time you want to get work done, you want to get productive. For me, when I'm studying, it's always grabbing a warm drink, also grabbing some water, maybe grabbing a little snack, sitting down, putting some music on, and then getting right into it. But these 2 to 5 minutes of preparation really help just get my head in the game. Just prepare mentally and also physically while I brew my coffee or my tea, and while I look for studying music. This really just signals to my brain that it's time to be concentrated, to sit down and to focus. You don't need to have a full-on routine with 10 steps to do this. It can be as simple as lighting a candle, putting your hair up. Maybe you don't like studying with your hair in your face. Just this simple act of putting your hair up can really signal to your brain, it's time to sit down, time to be productive, time to study, time to get stuff done. The do something principle. When you don't feel motivated to do a certain task, it can be really easy to procrastinate, to start cleaning your apartment, going on TikTok, doing something like that. The best thing you can do to avoid this whole procrastination spiral is to just do something. You just need to commit to doing a small part of this task, because a lot of times it just feels overwhelming and really daunting to sit down and work on this huge project or work for 3 hours. And that can lead to procrastination. So just say you're gonna sit down and work on a certain task for 5 minutes, or that you're just gonna write the first 2 sentences for a uni assignment. Getting started is the hardest part, so you just need to find a way to do it. After those 5 minutes where you've been doing this task, or after those 2 sentences that you wrote, you might find yourself wanting to continue, because the hard part is actually already done. You already started, so you might as well just keep going. Use the 2-minute rule. This rule is so simple, so helpful, and you can apply this to any type of work, studying related tasks, also to household tasks. If something takes 2 minutes to get done, just do it now. This will really help you avoid procrastination and also prevent a lot of tasks to just pile up. Because when we have to do 10 different 2-minute things, that can feel overwhelming. That can lead to procrastination. If we just do it in the moment where that thing comes up, 2 minutes is not a lot of time to take from your day to get something done, and it will help you save some time in the long run. So if you know something can be done really quick, just do do it now. Be disciplined and do it now, even if you don't feel like it. It's 2 minutes. Are you gonna really write a 2-minute task on a piece of paper to put it somewhere to not forget to do it, or write it on your to-do list? Like, you're gonna be wasting so much more time if you do that. So be disciplined and just do it now. Like, right now. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Create a to-do list. Wait, this is probably the most basic advice you'll ever hear when it comes to productivity, discipline, time management, all of that. Create an anti-to-do list. So write a list of things that you don't want to do. Things like, I don't want to scroll on social media in the morning while I'm getting stuff done. I don't want to get distracted by random notifications throughout my workday. I don't want to procrastinate tasks that take me only 2 minutes. Having a list with the things that you want to avoid will actually make you aware that those things exist and those things could happen. So you're more likely to avoid them. Being aware that all of these distractions exist is the first step to not let yourself get distracted by them, and to then be able to be disciplined and get all of your to-dos done without getting distracted every 2 minutes. The energy portfolio. All of us have varying energy levels. Some people get into a post-lunch slump where they're not really productive in the early afternoon. Some people are really productive in the evening or during the night. Some people are really productive at 6 a.m. You probably know when you're in your most productive state. So plan your day according to that. Do the most important thing you need to do in that time where you're gonna be really productive. And if you have any random tasks that are easier or that don't really require your full attention, do them when you know you're gonna be a bit more tired, when you know you could do them while maybe also being a little bit distracted, not fully focused. Just make sure that your most important tasks are getting done in your most productive time of the day. Time blocking. I love time blocking. I plan my day using time blocking. So I will usually go into my Google Calendar. I will put all of the time-bound commitments that I have, like meetings, classes, workouts, in there. And then I see when I have time, and I will time block times for studying, filming, editing, applying for internships, all of that. That way I don't only know what I need to do in a day, but also in which order I will do it. I also do this while keeping in mind my energy levels. For instance, I like to edit in the evening. I feel it's kind of relaxing. I can do it while listening to some music. I don't need to be like 100% focused on it. But if it comes to like studying for a math exam, I will do that first thing in the morning if I can. This really helps create a structure in your day. It helps you be more intentional and disciplined with actually doing your tasks, because you know what you're gonna do and when you're gonna do it. Embrace difficulty. Sometimes things come up that just seem a little bit too difficult, a little bit overwhelming. We might look at this task and say, I have no clue what to do. I have no clue where to start. How am I even supposed to do this? It may be a really difficult exam, maybe a task at work, maybe you need to do your taxes. What used to happen to me when something difficult would come up is I would absolutely spiral. I would be so overwhelmed and so stressed about the fact that I don't even know where to start with this task. I don't know how to tackle it. I don't know what to do with it. And I would just like feel bad for myself and just sit in this state of feeling overwhelmed and like freaking out that I don't know what to do. But what I have learned is that it is important to embrace this difficulty. You are capable of figuring things out. You are capable of doing difficult things. It might take you a while to figure this out. You might have to ask for help. You might have to research. You might have to spend some more time trying to figure out how to do this certain thing, but you will figure it out. This is the mindset that you need to have. You are capable of doing anything you set your mind to. If you set your mind onto doing a difficult task, you will do it. And the best part about this, after you've done that difficult thing, not only will you be happy that it's over, that you've got it done, but you will know that the next time that something difficult comes up, you won't feel overwhelmed or stressed, but you will know that you are completely capable of tackling anything that comes your way. Focus on identity-based habits. If you want to build discipline and also keep being disciplined in the future, you need to frame your habits in terms of your identity. So instead of saying, I want to go to the gym, say, I am a person who makes healthy choices. This will help you align your actions with your idea of who you are. It will make it easier to be disciplined, because when you notice that you're making excuses for not going to the gym, you can stop yourself right there and say, no, I am a person who makes healthy choices. A person who makes healthy choices would go to the gym right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And the best part about this is that if every single day you choose to be a person who makes healthy choices, after a while, you will be a person who makes healthy choices. It's gonna become effortless. It's gonna become part of your identity. You're gonna be this better version of yourself who shows up for herself and who is disciplined. Focus on the process and not the outcome. Fixating only on the end result might get really difficult over time. It may not become very enjoyable if, for instance, you've been going to the gym and you don't see a lot of progress. So focus on the journey, focus on the action of working towards your goal, of going to the gym, being in the gym, enjoying your workout, instead of just the final result of looking a certain way. This will not only make the journey more enjoyable and more sustainable, but it will actually make it more likely that you end up reaching those aesthetic goals, that you end up looking the way you want to look. Progress is not about perfection. You cannot use perfection to measure your progress. Yes, I know, you might start going to the gym because you want to look a certain way, but in the journey of getting there, you might improve your bone health, your cardiovascular health, your endurance. Those are amazing things. You might not see them, but that progress is still there. Even if you don't yet look like that ideal version, that aesthetic version of you. Be proud of every small accomplishment, every small progress, even if it's not perfect. You can do anything you set your mind to. You got this. Discipline might be one of my favorite topics to talk about because I have really struggled with this. And I know what it's like to not be disciplined and to just want to get better and to show up for yourself. With that being said, I gotta go, but I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.